Welcome everybody to another pauper video, and today we have a deck donation to play. Today we are playing completely for fun and experimentally. We are not trying to play a meta deck or solve an archetype. This is Rakdos flip a coin sacrifice aggro. The main reason this deck exists is the Tavern Scoundrel, which is a 2-mana 1/3. Whenever you win a coin flip, you create 2 treasure tokens. For 1 mana, tapping it and sacrificing another permanent, we can flip a coin. So it's 50-50, we create 2 treasures. And this is kind of what this deck is about. We are basically creating a lot of permanents, a lot of tokens, we are sacrificing them for value, we are buffing our cards like the Blood Aspirant and trying to win in a pretty aggressive way. There are some pet cards which were said to me by Frides that they aren't particularly amazing, but they just like playing them. One of them is the Trebuchet, 3 mana for a 1/4 defender, and whenever you attack with 1 or more goblins and or orcs, we do have some in the deck. We create a 2/1 construct that's basically tapped, attacking, and then we sack it at the end of combat. Interesting, it's an engine. We have some goblins, including the Nightblade Brigade. We have the Pilfer here in the 1-drop section, which creates a treasure as well, so that's pretty cool. We definitely have some. Then the second one is Molten Birth. We create 2/2, 1/1 red elemental creature tokens, then flip a coin. Again, we are flipping a coin, which works very well with the Scoundrel. If we win the flip, we return this card back to our hand. So on rate, if we lose the flip, this card is really bad. If we win the flip, we get it back, we can do it again. That is pretty good in grinder games, right? There is a light removal shell, a Curse Marauder, cast down, pretty good. We have some fanatical offerings. The Blood Aspirant can grow very big. I think this card is pretty strong. Highway Robbery, mostly here for the plot. I think with 20 lands and this much card draw, you will be sacrificing lands quite a lot. And the Shock Brigade, which is actually a pretty good card. It's a 1/3 with Menace for 2, and then you mobilize 1. When this attacks, you create a tapped and attacking 1/1 Red Warrior. You sack it at the end of combat. Same with the Nightblade Brigade. That's the same thing, but a 3 mana 1/3 instead, with Death Touch, which is, very good for the attacking. And also when it ETBs, we surveil 1. This is one of my favorite cards. I always wanted to work. And since Glee was banned, I don't think it found a home. Nadier's Nightblade, it's a 3 mana 1/3. Whenever token we control leave the battlefield, each opponent loses 1 life, we gain 1. So it basically drains the opponent. This is really strong. We do have a lot of treasures and stuff like that, maps from the offering, so I think this could be really nice in this deck. It's a 4/. And then Mirkwood Bats, similar, but it counts the life loss on a token creation or on token sacrifice, not just leaving the battlefield. Is this better or worse than Nightblade? I guess we will have to see. I'm very flabbergasted about this archetype, of course, because I've never played something even remotely similar to this one, so we will have to see how this will actually work. Let's also take a look at the sideboard. So, mostly answers to different types of decks. We got the Cursed Marauders, pretty strong, more cast downs, more extract a confessions, double end the festivities, double cast into the fire, some shenanigans here for some artifact hate, and then triple Tormod script. Quite interesting. There are no red elemental blasts, so maybe, and we are of course able to change the deck as we go. I will mostly think of this as a fun archetype, but maybe if we need to change the deck a little bit, maybe we are adding some red blast or pyroblasts to the sideboard against blue decks. This is Rakdos Flip the Coin by Frides, and of course, if you want a deck donation like this, or have early access to all of these videos, there is a link to YouTube memberships below. Thank you to everybody who supports the channel and watching these videos, it really means the world to me. Let's go, let's see how this works. Alright, we are playing against Steve D. Hand has curve, looking like a draft deck, we're gonna go for it. Starting with the Bloodfell Caves, ooh, it's a blue deck, ooh, with a Preordain too, okay. Mirkwood Bats, alright, I mean, I'll take it. Let's go Bloodfell Caves. They go Tangled Islet. Could this be like Fog or something? That's pretty interesting. Do we go Blood Aspirant, or do we plot the Robbery? I don't necessarily think we need a Blood Aspirant, although it's like pretty good. Yeah, I guess I'm going Blood Aspirant. I don't necessarily need the Robbery right now. This can provide some early pressure. We are still not sure what they are. Could be a tear deck. The Trebuchet, I mean... Oh yeah, it's like Fog. It's like hard control right there. Okay, yeah, I think the Brigade is much better. The Brigade is actually much better to resolve. Nadier's Nightblade. This is kind of starting to do something. We like have a whole engine going on. I think I'm gonna top. This is like the whole engine against the hard control decks. Because we can go like bats. Here's a Coiling Oracle, Real Preordain, play Bojuka Bog. Okay. Nadir's Nightblade. I'm gonna play Swamp. I think the Trebuchet is a pretty good play here. The issue is they could block my Blood Aspirant if I do that, or I don't have to attack with it, I suppose. I could also go Mirkwood Bats. I think I'm gonna go Bats here. I could go Nightblade. I think Bats is the best use of my mana. I'm gonna attack with this only. So when we create and sack it, so that's 2 triggers. Okay, that's not terrible. I like that. I like that. We're gonna block it. That's fine. We can go more Bats. I mean, this is pretty nice. Like they're playing some sort of hard control deck here. 3rd Preordain. Okay. We can also go for the Trebuchet too. A lot of pressure, right? Land wouldn't be a bad draw. Offering is alright. We could do double 2-drop here. I think I don't mind that. Let's attack with everything. I think they could have a counterspell. I think our clock is good in general. And then I think we're gonna plot a robbery, although we could go Nightblade here, right? I think I'm going Nightblade because it's before the trigger here. Counterspelled. Yes. That's no issue. Okay, it's fine. They are at 10 already. They can campfire. And we also start stacking these. Okay. Archaeomancer. So this is a Ghostly Flicker deck maybe. Most likely, I would say even. The good thing here is we can like go another Mirkwood Bats, which is really good. And that creates a lot of pressure. Mountain is pretty good. I could go Trebuchet Robbery. That basically has the same amount of damage. Maybe even a little bit more actually. I think I'll go Trebuchet here. We can go Offering too. Because this creates a token, remember. I'm gonna attack. Combat damage here. They go to 2. Sacrifice the boulder. We're gonna Offering the boulder instead. The game has ended. Okay, that's the first game. That was pretty good. The question is, what do we want to do with this? Well, I don't think we necessarily... Okay, I think a Curse Marauder is bad. Tavern Scoundrel, interesting. I think this could work. Scoundrel is not bad. I just didn't like the robberies, man. I just didn't. I think they're not that good. I think Cast into Fire is okay. I actually didn't mind the cast downs. They obviously are Ghostly Flicker deck. I think some Tormod scripts sound really nice. Do we want a single copy of Shenanigans? I think that's a little clunky. I would rather have like Cast into the Fire. I think I do want some casts. One cast, 1 Shenanigans. The reason for it is Campfire is a struggle, like quite a bit, right? They're probably gonna bring some Blue Blasts against us. We have a Black Core. This hand is not good at all. Let's move this. I mean, yeah, we'll keep it. Get rid of Swamp, Foreboding Landscape, I bet. We are lacking a 2-drop now. Okay, here's a Nightblade. Interesting. Bojuka Bog. So also a slow start from them. That's good to see. And I would love to have a playable here. Like any playable would be amazing. That's incredible. Let's attack. We can start, you know, Nightblading next turn. They also don't have enough mana for a counterspell. Even if this is an island, they cast on my... Okay, that's fair. Bloodfell Caves. Okay. I think I want to develop the Nightblade Brigade here, to be fair. Because it is more attack next turn and also works very well with the Nightblade. We also Surveil, which is good. Mountain. I don't think I want that. Let's Graveyard it. They Cycle Orion. Okay. It's an Archaeomancer, probably picking up a cast down or something similar. Yes, that's okay. So Nightblade is probably just gonna die. We can go another Brigade, which is, I guess, smarter. Let's go to combat. I'm not sure how I feel about attacking with a Pilferer. I guess it's not bad. I'm gonna attack here, yeah. Let's go, let's do this. And let's play another Nightblade Brigade. Surveil. Glimpse. We know about cast down. The question is, will they use cast down? I mean, they could. I'm actually gonna top the Glimpse. I think it's strong. I think it's strong. I think I'm going Glimpse next turn is the thing. Let's see what they do with the cast downs they have. Stone Cold nothing. Okay, respectable. Glimpse. We're gonna attack. Let's see if they cast down. It is possible they also have a counterspell. I mean, you never know. They cast down this. Okay, they left green, so there is no counter magic. There could be a Blue Blast though. I'm gonna attack with the Pilfer, since I do wanna have the treasure. Yes. Let's go Glimpse. Cast into the Fire, Knight's Blade, Aspirant. If they have Flicker, Cast into the Fire is really nice. We are kind of lacking threats, so the Aspirant is actually really good too. Like, they have nothing to flicker yet. So even if there is a flicker, we don't really care. Yeah, I think I'm casting the Aspirant, actually. It provides good clock. That's what I kind of care about. Then we can go Nightblade. Yeah, that's not bad. Weather the Storm. That's pretty good. That's really good, actually. We go to 27. This becomes a 2-2. Okay, yeah, that's fine. This is a 4-color deck? No, it's 3, right? It's Sultai. Okay. Fanatical Offering. I don't hate that. We can make them not really be able to block if we want to. Let's see if they realize that. I'm not gonna attack with a Blood Aspirant. I wanna try to bait them into blocking. They do. See? Incredible. I'm gonna go 1-2. I'm gonna ping one of these guys with the Eldrazi spawn. Dead. We can end step Fanatical Offering here, trying to find more lands, or we can Glimpse, or we can Nightblade. I think that's fine. If they have cast down, they're gonna go for the Aspirant anyway, and we can Offering. I think our board presence is decent enough. Top deck, another Archaeomancer. No, it's Lorien revealed. Okay, reasonable. Preordained, sure. I have to stick the Nightblade, man. I have to stick it. Maybe I don't want to go Offering, actually. Yeah, I actually don't want to go Offering here. Bloodfall Caves, okay. I'm gonna go 1-2-3, stick a Nightblade. Guess I'm gonna play the Caves. We do have enough for an Offering, and next turn we'll probably Glimpse. I'm gonna attack like this. 21, cool. We drain them a little bit, that's fine. We do have the Fanatical Offering in hand, which is a pretty good card, I would say. Lead on a Preordain, okay. They double top, so they love what they see. Coiling Oracle, okay. Hydroblast my guy, sure. This is the issue with no Pyroblast, of course. We already knew that, though. I'm gonna Offering the Aspirant. Looks like they'll counterspell. Or not, decided against it. Scoundrel Shock Brigade, really cool. Campfire, okay. And whether Storm count is 6? Yeah, that's bad, of course, but maybe we can grind them out, who knows. They basically have nothing here, so I think we just leave the Glimpse for later, I would say. Lormod Script is also a really good find, I like it. So do we attack first? Do we want to crack the map? Because we're going double 2-drop anyway. Might as well, I think. Let's put it on the Brigade. Swamp, playable. I think I will. I'm gonna go, I guess attacking first doesn't really hurt anybody, right? And if they counter something with a Hydroblast, what do we want them to counter? I would say the Shock Brigade, probably. Shock Brigade first, Scoundrel second. Okay, Scoundrel second. I love that all of these are 1-3s. Nothing dies to Bread Weapon. I think that's a pretty decent advantage of this deck. They gain 2. Tormod Script is nice. If we see an Archaeomancer, we can go for that. We are kind of relying on this Glimpse to go through, but, you know, we do have an engine here with a Scoundrel on board. Looks like they're hardcasting Lorien, yep. Haunted Mire, okay. Pilfer. We definitely want to go after the treasures, by the way, like 100%. We have the Pilfer here too. I think it's a little, I say early, a little early for that though. I think I'm gonna attack with everything except the Scoundrel. The Scoundrel will be used somehow this turn. The mobilize triggers are nice though, I'll give them that, it's kinda cool. I think we try the Glimpse, as greedy as it is. It doesn't go through, I'm sure, but we're gonna try it anyway. Yep, another Hydro, cool. Let's play the Impulsive Pilfer, end step, and here is the exact time where we'll use the Scoundrel, get rid of the Warrior token. Let's see if we flip. We choose heads as always, and it was tails. Alright, so we get nothing. Ooh, Murmuring Mystic, that probably wins them the game. Yeah, the big issue with no Pyroblasts here. Mirkwood Beta are really good. I'm gonna pre-combat that. Instant counterspell. Yes, unlucky, that's fine. Let's go to combat. Attack again with everything except the Tavern Scoundrel. I could have left the Nightblade behind, I guess. Reasonable. Fumes, okay. And they'll just block my board. Okay, time to concede. Unlucky. Alright. Yeah, this deck is kind of fringe. It is really, really fringe, but we're gonna try it. I like the Tormod script. I didn't love the... Okay, the cast wasn't great. The shenanigans, where are you? I know you're somewhere here. Yeah, shenanigans weren't great. We see a lot of cast downable creatures. I kind of like the robberies, actually. I think they're quite good. I think the Pilfer is probably the worst card in the deck, especially with Fumes. I'm gonna bring back the Highway robberies. And yeah, give me like a single Pilfer, I suppose. Submit. Alright, hand is... I would say not terrible. We can discard the Pilfer, I guess. Or we can play it, depends. They're mulling to 5, so our chances are not exactly gone, that's pretty good. So we will lead on the Bloodfell Caves. Shock Brigade, we wanna stick that, I think. we are discarding the pilfer anyway, I think. So Shock Brigade is good here. We don't need to plot a robbery, I think. We find the land, it's awesome with the Nightblade. Ooh, it could be a cast down. Probably is. Oh, they play Snuff Out. Okay. Highway robbery. Yep, let's cast that. Discard a pilfer. Need a land. Find it. Bloodful Caves. Nice. Best draw next turn. Land again, I think. Plotting a robbery plus Shock Brigade is pretty good. Do nothing. Okay. Could be a counter spell, you never know. Thermod Crypt. Alright. Let's do the Crypt first. They let it resolve. We're gonna go Shock Brigade. Assume a counter spell. There's not. Okay, cool. Already missing land drops, by the way, but that's alright. Cast down. Weather. Storm is only 2, but that's still good. Okay. Calling Oracle. Good find. They actually flip land off of it. That's interesting. Cast down. Cool. Think I'm gonna play the Nadir's Nightblade here. Let's go to combat. Attack with a Shock Brigade. Mystic. Luckily we do have the cast down, so this was a little bit premature, I think. Land would be the best. Brigade is alright. We need to kill this, so we will. Let's attack here. That will be another like 4 damage, which stacks, you know, it definitely stacks. Preordained first. Alright. We can play a Nightblade Brigade next turn, which is also a good card to have resolved for sure. Smells like a black spell, so probably cast down. Could it be something else? Yes, cast down my Nightblade, sure. Blue blast this thing, sure. Not much we can do about that. They swing for 1, okay. Fanatical Offering. Okay, let's just play the Nightblade Brigade here, I think. Surveil 1 land goes on top all day. We can play Bats next turn, although it depends what they do. We also have Offering cast down. We have the Robbery. Archaeomancer. I will crypt that. Cast down, yeah, I'm crypting. Let's crypt that away. Let's draw Mountain, yep. I think this is a pretty good turn for a generic Mirkwood Bats here, which actually drains a lot of life. Block there. Blade me. Alright, unlucky. I'm gonna go Brigade here. So this is a Flicker deck, I'm sure. Pretty scary, right? Cycle Troll, okay. Glimpse the Impossible. Is that preferred? If they have more blades, I think it is. We also find more lands more easily, right? Let's go Glimpse. Shock Brigade. Okay, we can cast nothing, which is fine. I'm gonna just attack then. We do have some spawns now. Can use the Offering and stuff. Create 3 spawns. That's -3 life. Can be -6 life if we sack those spawns. Okay, okay, yeah. They attack. I'll take it. Oh, the last card is a Lorien. That's your last card. Oh no, flip a blade. Okay. I would say that's pretty good for us, actually. Nadir's Nightblade. Oh my god, that's a lot. I'm gonna do the Nightblade thing here. Nightblade is insane, by the way. I'm gonna go to combat. And I think we will... Do we Offering now? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. So this is 6 damage by itself. It's kind of strong. Did they top deck a Ghostly Flicker? No, it's something else. Lorien, maybe? Yeah. Looks like that's the case. That's fine. Foreboding Landscape. Sure. So only red spells can be countered, mostly, if they don't have Dispel. Or now nothing can be countered. Okay. They could have Snuff Out, but these creatures are black, so that's pretty awesome. Can't do much about that, right? I think it is very okay to go for an Offering here. This is a lot of damage in general, like a lot of damage. And I think with the Fanatical Offering, like, we just win next turn, with the bats even, right? Because you create 1, then they lose 1, here's a Nightblade, like, it just keeps going and going. Trebuchet, same thing. There's multiple ways to win here, I feel like. I can go Trebuchet, correct the map, or I can go Nightblade, correct the map even. Yeah, it's probably more clean. Nightblade, good game well played. Happy, very happy about this. GG, nice, that was cool. Next game, we're playing against Moro 90, and we go first again, pretty cool. What do we think about this hand? I would say it's alright, I'm gonna keep it. I like it, let's go. We can start with the Pilfer, we do have Cast Down, so that's cool too. So Mountain, Pilfer, next turn if we don't find the 2-drop, we can go Trebuchet. Or we can go Carnarium to prepare for Trebuchet rather. Playing against Fairies, I am not that big of a fan. Not that big of a fan. Blood Aspirant. Card goes crazy. Kind of, right? Do we cast down next turn? I mean, it's a really strong card. Yeah, I think I'm going Aspirant here. If we top deck a land, we can go Trebuchet. Otherwise, we just cast down Carnarium, because if they flip a Ninja, it's very unlikely that they would also have a counter for the cast down, so that's nice. Miscreant, okay. Attack, reasonable. Nothing, okay, sure. Find a Fanatical Offering. So this is pretty interesting. I do think I want to cast down in general. I could also Offering the Pilfer, because I want to do something, right? I could also snipe a Fairy. What do you think about that? Don't love it. If I snipe a fairy, it creates a treasure though. That's pretty good. I mean, sniping a fairy is not nothing. It's actually really nice, I feel like. I'm gonna attack first. I think I like sniping a fairy here, actually. I think it's good. Create a treasure too. Yeah, let's go. Which one do we snipe? Is it a miscreant? Is it a fairy seer? I think we sniped the fairy seer. I think if they had a second miscreant, they would already like use it or play it, right? If they top deck it, they top deck it. That's alright with me. And this is why we need creatures against fairies. This card is so strong against fairies, actually, it's crazy. And the trebuchet is only good against, like, ninjas at this point, I would say. Carnarium, get a swamp. Next turn we have 5 mana, which is a lot of mana, actually. Oh, they probably top deck the second miscreant, that's wild. Okay. I mean, okay, you can't really make it up, but okay. There's no ninjas yet, which is pretty good. Maybe we just develop the trebuchet. Here's a Nightblade. I don't really like the trebuchet. They have up to a CMC 3 spell starter sprite. How could I forget? How could I forget? I mean, to be honest, if that's how they use their turn, I'm very happy about it. Gonna play Swamp. Think or Glimpse in here. They will probably spell starter, we have cast down. Never mind, I lied. We can't cast a single spell. That kind of sucks, honestly, but that's alright. I wish I could cast at least one. That's good, though. That's fine. Wait. Oh, I should have left the mountain up. I can actually... Yeah, because I can start sacking the spawns. That's fine. I should have left the mountain up, though. I guess this way I can both offering and cast down, so that's pretty cool. Or rather, I can both offering or cast down and then use the Blood Aspirant, right? That's an interesting double attack. I think I'll definitely just snipe one of the fairies. Let's go here, and let's go here. And they had enough. And they had so much enough, they actually rage quit against our coin toss with fairies. That's crazy, by the way. I mean, I've never seen that before, that's insane. GG though, hey, we'll take it. We are playing against Della, and this is a mulligan. I don't like one-landers. And yeah, I still don't like one-landers, actually. Jeez, what a terrible hand. I'm gonna keep this one, though. Brigade, Fanatical Offering. Ooh, crazy pretty islands from the 10th edition. Wow, I've never really recognized this art, but it is really cool. Really cool. I like robbery, actually. It's good. It's really good. Although, like, the robbery is weird. Because there are no discard synergies in this deck, except like a fringe one on the goblin, which I don't think it's... I think robbery is bad, but I think like Fanatical Offering is like 10 times better in this deck, for example, like 10 times better, right? So they just reveal an island, meaning that they could be a mono blue deck, which they are. Smells like Terror out here. Alright. Glimpse, cool. I mean, I could just throw away the Glimpse, but I'm gonna plot it here. Maybe it's better to just use it on the Glimpse right now. The robbery, if he discard Glimpse this turn, they can't counter it anyway. Next turn, they could be just paranoid. They reveal Thought Scour. That's what we don't want to see on playing against Terror, that's for sure. I don't think this deck has a terrible matchup against Terror if you can make enough tokens. But the issue is they have so many Hydroblasts and we have 0 Pyroblast. Like, that has become, I think, a recurring problem with this deck. Also, we mostly played blue decks. Canarium. Alright. Cast without paying its mana cost. I'm gonna discard the Glimpse. Bloodfell Caves. Rakdos Carnarium. Alright. Nothing I could play, but let's go here. Mental Note Counterspell Terror. That's... Thought Scour, they're doing it blind. Serpent Island. I've seen better ones, not gonna lie, but it still boosted them, of course. Like, they can start going for Terrors here if they wanna. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it can... I mean, 2 mana Terror on 2/4 is still really good, and they whiffed terribly, right? There we go. Oh, Thought Scour first. Mill Thought Scour. No, they mill me. Aspirants. Okay. That's it? Alright, I mean, sure. Shall I play around Force Spike? I don't think so. I'm just gonna go Brigade. Probably it's a counterspell. They had the death touch keyword against the snakes, right? Never mind. I did lie here. Highway robbery. Graveyard. I don't like it. Let's go Bloodfell Caves. We can go... Yeah, like, the Delver is kind of destroying us. Yeah, it kind of does. Counterspell Ponder is milled. Trying to find snakes. Snakes incoming. No, Ponder first. I mean, Ponder will find snakes. Let's be real here. Choose blockers. Well, don't have many of those, do I? Although we do have the drain from the Nightblade. Swamp, mountain. Alright, let's go Swamp. Let's glimpse it up. I think they will hate that. Counterspell, yeah. That's alright. We have to go to combat here. Next turn we can double spell. I wish the glimpse would go through. Maybe I should have baited with something. I don't know. Tough shit, right? Thought Cover. Found all of them, by the way. Island Thought Cover. Just still looking for snakes. I mean, all of them have been blind. All of these Thought Covers have been mostly blind. I think they might have stuck one ponder before Thought Covering for this time, but still. Another Delver, yeah. Yeah. Back for 3. I mean, at least we have the Nightblades, but it's not great. It's just not. What do we top deck? Another land. That's too many, I would say. I think we want the Brigade here. Works. Surveil is good. Land. Graveyard. And then Nightblade pre-combat. This is why I was playing this pre-combat. I want to stick this. Oh, they waited with a counterspell. Or they have Deep Rive. Okay. Well, still attacking. I think a very interesting could be a Golgari deck with Ramp and Nadir's Nightblade. I think that could be somewhat powerful. I think I'm interested in trying that out, maybe building it a little bit. Lauren revealed, that's strong. We got hit for 3 again, alright. Well, big top decks. We milled the land. What do we find instead? A land. Let's concede. Let's concede. Not great. They will have like 18 red blasts, which is also not great, but we do have some things here. I don't like Molten Bird in this matchup. I think like Pilfer is not amazing. We do want card draw though. Double Marauder, double Cast Down, double Extract a Confession. Do we want the Tormod scripts? They slow them down. Are they good enough? I think they probably are, yeah. Is the Scoundrel even good in this matchup? It's like, it's not great. Double Scoundrel. Sugar Brigade's good. Nightblade. Trebuchet is not great, I would say. I guess give me back one Trebuchet. It's a black spell. We know they are bringing a lot of red blasts. Okay, this hand is tapped. Barry, tapped. I'm gonna mulligan. It's not good. Okay, I mean, this hand is pretty terrible as well, but at least it has some action. I'm gonna keep it. Ditch a Carnarium. Lead on a mountain. Let's go Crypt before they can do anything. I think this could easily be a Relic of Progenitus deck, by the way. Easily. We don't have many Graveyard synergies at all, so I think, you know, be quite good. Of course, they have Delver. Another Crypt. We're doing horribly, horribly. We find 2 out of the 3 Crypts in top 7. Shock Brigade being our only creature, that's not good. They reveal a Hydroblast, so I think the Shock Brigade is just gone. And, you know, you can't even fight the Terror Plan here, really. It would be maybe smart to Hydro here, but they'll probably do so pre-combat if they are planning that. Scoundrel. Okay, let's attack first. We know they have a Hydroblast, so Swamp, second Tormod script. Yeah, if this was a relic, we are in a much better spot. We can sack these and maybe find something playable. We know they have a Hydro. I'm not gonna play the Tavern Scoundrel. Let's cover. Me. Double Mountain. Thank you. That would be terrible, actually. Jesus. Sleep that. Alright. We know they have a Hydro. I think we just lost, right? Like, cast down. Okay. I mean, guess we can make them Hydro the Scoundrel and then cast this down. Or not. Let's go Mountain. I think I can upkeep kill that if I want to. I think I'm gonna try. Counterspell. Fair. The issue is like treasure tokens are just not good. And they still have the Hydroblast, by the way. Interesting they didn't use the Hydro. I guess they didn't need to really. Swamp. Okay. Deck is laughing at us. They are laughing at us. I think I'm conceding here. Yeah, I think I'm conceding here, right? Like, the Delver is kind of just killing us. Yeah, we have a lot of treasures. The next red spell is gonna be countered. I mean, let's attack. Combat damage. At least see if we win the flip before we go, right? Maybe we can at least win a flip. So in response to the sack trigger, flip a coin. Always heads. It's heads. 2 treasure tokens. Yay! Incredible. Valarian Tear. Hate to see that. Should have crypted, I guess. Yeah, I guess I should have crypted. That's fair. Nadir's Nightblade. Ah, it's pretty strong. Can buy us some time. Maybe it can even win the game, for all I know. Let's go Nightblade. Sacrifice a permanent. Okay. I think I'm starting to sack lands here. Like, completely fair and square. I'm sacking lands, right? Like, I'm starting to sack lands. We have the treasures for days. They work very well with the Nightblade. I mean, let's do it. Let's sack some permanents, shall we? Heads. It's heads. Okay. So that's drain 4. Alright, that's pretty good. And we also have to use the Tormod script, I would say. But I should have done that before. I think actually if I use the crypt before, this game is, well, still not winnable, because they will just Hydro the Scoundrel. And that will happen this turn too, by the way. They will just Hydro the Scoundrel and we're kind of gone. I'm not sure why are they saving it. Just do it. Sleep. Okay. Boomerang. Something else. And then kill my Scoundrel. And that's it, right? Crack a treasure. Take 8, sure. Shock Brigade. Let's play Shock Brigade and play Shock Brigade. Hydroblast the second Shock Brigade. They played it weird, I think. I think killing the scoundrel would like win the game almost on the spot, but we're gonna take it. I'm gonna go to combat, skip the combat. We will Tormod script on the upkeep, pray for the best. Our game is literally a coin flip right now. I mean, if I didn't get the Terror to resolve, maybe they would have done it anyway, but yeah, I don't know. I don't want them to recast Sleep of the Dead, that's for sure. I think we have to block with the Shock Brigade, try to make some treasures, I suppose. Oh, Mystic, okay. Our clock is suspiciously low, that's for sure. Let's block with this thing, then crack a treasure to sack the brigade. Heads, flip tails. Does that mean we lost? Yes. No. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't, right? We are, or they are one off. Let's draw. Something insane. Brigade. Oh, Nightblade. Hello, Nightblade. Interesting. Interesting for sure. Yeah, okay. Guess we're sacking a land again, right? Mental note, create some burps. Okay. Mill Double Island. Good mill, good mill. Thought Scour. Boomerang, counterspell. So their deck plays Boomerang. Okay. Sweet. Valarian Tower. Okay. That's an attack for 8. If we do create the 2 treasures, sack them all. That's +4 life. Yeah, this no way I put this works. So we need to sack one of the Nightblades. Flip a coin. I believe in heads. We do get heads, but we still are dead. I needed to sack the land. Okay, so I needed to sacrifice the land so that the Nightblade is still here, and then maybe. We did lose. We did lose. I wanna see what would we draw. Mirkwood Bats. That wouldn't help. That wouldn't help at all. And then Swamp. Okay, we had Stone Cold Nothing. Okay. I wanna say close, it wasn't really. I'll see you in the conclusion. Interesting deck. Okay, welcome back to the conclusion. Pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. I wanna say that much. What would I change? I mean, the deck didn't feel particularly terrible. It's definitely not good, and you're definitely not winning many games. But if I had to make some changes, let me think. Okay, I kind of like the mana base. I didn't like Molten Birth. I didn't like Trebuchet. I think the Pilfer is here only or mostly because of the Trebuchet. I like Blood Aspirant. I didn't love Robbery. I think you would like to play more Fanatical Offerings, probably. Or if you want an actual card draw package, you could even run something like the Ichor Wellspring, for example, or something of that sort. You could almost make this a food deck with Cauldron Familiar, but like that's some crazy cooking. I think the Nightblade is interesting. I know you want to mostly go for tokens, so the Nightblade and the Bats work. So like you don't want to lean into the Artifact Sacrifice package. Even though the Nightblade Brigade is a little clunky, I didn't hate it. I think it's pretty cool with the Death Touch, and the Surveil has some value. The Scoundrel isn't a bad card, by the way, at all. You just need to win all your flips, or otherwise it does nothing. So yeah, I think more Fanatical Offerings. I would play Fort Aspirant. I would cut the Robberies, the Pilfers, and the Trebuchet. I think you don't need to play Molten Bird. Just more card draw, more removal. Definitely there are some other token makers, I think. I think especially cards like Goblin, Mog, how is it called? Something Mog Goblin, the Goblin with the Echo, the 2-drop. You guys know what Goblin I'm talking about, I forgot the name now. I think that one could be really strong. And then man, definitely cut the shenanigans. Tormod scripts are relics. And then, I don't know how, I guess with the cuts we play more removal main deck. Just fit in Red Blast. At least, I want to see at least 4 Red Blasts or Pyroblasts. I know they're expensive, so, you know, a lot of people, maybe including Frides, are actually not renting the cards, they are buying the cards, at which point that's completely fine, right? I'm just saying if I had to make this deck more competitive, that's what I would do. Other than that, I think the deck kind of can work. Some, you know, interesting card choices with the Pilfer and the Robbery, and then the Molten Bird, which I know synergizes with the Scoundrel, so that's cool. Sadly, there are no more coin flip cards or synergies in Pauper, just the Bird and the Scoundrel, which is pretty unlucky. I think the mechanic is actually kind of fun. I know it can't be good because it's very RNG, but it's still fun. And yeah, I think we can keep the core and make the deck better just by adding some lower curve cards, more removal, more interaction, and keeping the sacrifice core intact. I think even cards like Jixi and Infiltrator don't need to be terrible if you need more big creatures, right? That's that. And also, a little bit of a sideboard change. I know the Crypt is also cheaper than the Relic, so maybe that's why. Anyway, this deck was a lot of fun. Thank you to Fridas for the deck donation. This deck is definitely not competitive, but it is fun enough if you play in an off-meta event or something similar. I know Pauper is known, and these off-meta events are very popular in the format, so Pauper is known for that, so that's kind of fun. And it was a cool experience. I love to see lists with Blood Aspirant. I think the card is so good and so surprising to a lot of people. It is really, really strong. I was also thinking, this deck could also be mono red, by the way. There are some sacrifice effects in red, but then you would lose the strong cards like the Nightblade and the Mirkwood Bat, so I guess that's not the best idea. Okay, if you guys want to, we can run it back with this deck sometime with the updated version. For now, that's everything from me. Thank you everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a comment of how would you make this deck better. With that being said, I'll see you tomorrow. Have an amazing rest of your day and bye.